Congratulations everyone, we finished off the entire HTML section. Now you have all the tools and all the material that you need to make amazing websites and structure amazing websites. Now after we finish off this project that we're going to work on today, we're going to be learning CSS and how to style our websites. So before we go into CSS, I want to work on a little project that's going to combine everything we know about HTML so far and maybe a couple things that we haven't been taught so far. So we're going to be working on this website. It's going to be called Web Developer Summer Camp, and it's basically just a sample website that I've made. Now this website is going to combine everything that we know into one big old project, and hopefully it shouldn't be too hard, but there are some things I'm going to have to go over, such as the bold tag and the superscript tag, which we haven't gone over so far. So if you guys want to start this off by yourselves, go ahead and do that. Just pause this video and work on it yourselves. Most of it you should be able to do except for the bold tag and the superscript tag, but other than that you should be able to go and do this by yourselves. Just know that all these links go to google.com. They're not going to go to their individual websites that they have linked on them, so just go ahead and make them all linked to google.com and we should be good to go. So go ahead and try this yourself, pause the video, and when you feel comfortable, go ahead and play the video and I'll show you step by step on what to do and how to make this website. So hopefully you give this a try, or if not and you just want to see how it's done, let's go ahead and Komodo and let's work on this together. So let's create a new file from template, an HTML5 file, and we're going to call this Summer Camp. Summer Camps, should I say. Let's open that up. Let's add the extension and let's go ahead and work on this. So let's go and open up this title, click on this website. Let's change the title to Web Developer Summer Camp so that the title matches our website. Let's go ahead and add the meta charset tag. So meta tag with the attribute charset equals quotation mark UTF-8, UTF-8. Now we're going to add, that's it. That should be it. Meta charset that UTF-8. What am I doing? Alright, let's close that off and let's work on the body. So inside the body, what do we have first? We have a heading. So it's going to be an H1. So let's go ahead and make that called Web Developer Summer Camp. Alright, let me go ahead and fix something. Uppercase that. Alright, what's next? Well, we have a paragraph, so we're going to use a paragraph tag. So it's going to be bracket P bracket. Now all we're going to write is this text over here. So we're going to write the Web Developer Summer Camp provides seminars to introduce adults to HTML and CSS, located in the heart of the, and now we see that the Silicon Valley is bolded, so we can do that through a bold tag. So we're going to write bracket B bracket. Now inside the opening and the closing tag, we're going to write the word that we want that's bolded. So we're going to write Silicon Valley. Now we're going to exit out of the bold closing tag, and then we're going to write comma. The camp is a 2-week program starting June. Now first, as you can see, the ST is superscripted. So all we're going to do is we're going to add the superscript tag. So it's going to be bracket SUP bracket. Now we're going to write what the text that we want to be superscripted, which is going to be ST. Now let me switch over and slide down here so you can see what we're doing. So superscript ST, let's get out of that superscript and let's continue on, and ending on June 22nd, and as you can see, second is also superscripted. So let's do a superscript, let's put ND, and then we are done with this paragraph. So let's keep on going. What do we have next? We have another heading which is much smaller than that H1, so we'll make it an H2. So H2, so that's the H2 tag, and we're going to write schedule and close off that H2 with a closing tag, which Komodo thankfully automatically puts in for us so we don't forget. And then next up, we're going to use a table. So we're going to set a table. Now this table has a border of 2. So let's go ahead and add the attribute border equals 2. in quotation marks as well. Close off that table tag, and let's give ourselves some space to work with. Alright, now let's make that first table row using the bracket TR. Let's close that off, and in between the bracket TR we have table headings, not table data, and we have 4 table headings, so one that says week, one that says Monday, one that says Wednesday, and one that says Friday. So let's go ahead and add all 4 of those table headings. It's going to look like this: bracket TH, bracket, and in between the opening and the closing we're going to write each one. So week in this one. Go down and add another one that says Monday, another one that says Wednesday, excuse me for that, Wednesday, so Wednesday. Let's go on to the last one, and Friday. It's uppercase Friday first. And there we go. We finished off that first row, created the table headings that say week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's go ahead and access the next table row. Now in this table row, it's a little bit different. As you can see, this number 1 spans 2 rows, not columns, 2 rows. So we're going to give this TD a row span of 2. And then the rest we can work out together. So TR, next up is a TD. So that TD is going to row span 2 things. So in between this TD, we're going to write row span equals 2. And that will allow that number 1 to span into 2 cells vertically. So we're going to give this a name of number 1. The next TD we're going to be doing is going to be HTML intro. So we're going to write HTML intro. Next up is the TD of images. So images. And lastly on that row, it's going to be TD. And then we're going to write editor, but editor is bolded. So we're going to do bracket B, bracket, and we're going to write editor in between that. All right, let's get out of that table row. Let's work on the next table row. So TR, in between there, we already know that this one spanned to the second table row. So we're going to skip over this TD and start working with these. So we're going to write TD, and we're going to write HTML tags. Let's go down and hit that another TD. So we're going to get tables. And lastly, for that table row, it's going to be validators, but validators is an italicized. So we're going to write that italicized tag by using bracket I bracket, and we're going to write validators in between those. All right, let's get out of this table row and work on that second row over here. As you can see, this number 2 also spans 2 rows, not columns, rows. So we're going to use a row span for this TD, and as you can see, we have a link over here, and we're going to work with that. So let's go and make another table row. Inside that, we're going to have a TD that row spans for 2. Close off that TD, and we're going to write number 2 for that one. Next TD we're going to work on is called CSS intro, as you can see over here. So we're going to write CSS intro. Alright, the next one's a little bit special. This TD spans 2 columns. So we're going to write a col span. So we're going to add the attribute col span equals 2. Now in between there we have a link that goes to google.com, but the text shows up as campus tour. So how do we create a link? Well, we add an anchor tag. So let's go ahead and add an anchor tag. So it's going to be bracket A, and we're going to give this an attribute of href so we can signify where we want this link to go to. So we're going to give this in quotation marks http://www.google.com. Close off that quotation mark and then close off that anchor tag. Now in between the opening and the closing anchor tag, we want to write in the text that's going to show up. So we're going to write campus tour. Alright, let's get out of here and let's work on the next table row. This will be the final table row. We already finished up that second table row over here. As you can see, this TD spanned 2 rows, so we don't have to include this again. We're going to write layout for the first TD. So TD, layout. This last row will be the easiest, just plain text, TD, menus, and then lastly for the TD, it's going to be other. So other. And there we go. We now finished off that table, and we can go ahead and view this and see what we have so far. So let's go ahead and save that, and I'll go view it in Google Chrome. Preview, Google Chrome. And there we go. We are now almost done, halfway done with our website. So, caught a mistake right here. Let's go and fix that typo right over here. So developer. Let's spell that correctly. Spelling would be great for websites. Always make sure you spell everything right in a website. Look unprofessional if you didn't. So let's keep on working. Let's go back to what we're trying to make it look like and work from there. Alright, so let's exit out of this table tag because we're done with making a table. Alright, next up, what do we have? Well, we have another heading. This heading is the same size as this heading, so we're going to make it an H2. So tag, or bracket should I say, H2. Now in between the H2 brackets, we're going to write resources. And we are done with this heading. Next up is a little bit tricky. We have an ordered list, and inside that ordered list, we have unordered lists. So let's go ahead and start with that. We're going to start with the ordered list first. So we're going to write bracket OL. Now inside that ordered list, we know we're going to have list items. We're going to have two list items, so we might as well write them at the same time. So let's go ahead and give ourselves two list items. And now we have two list items. Inside here will be all the ordered lists. So these will show up as 1, 2. Now inside here, we know we have the words online learning. So let's go ahead and give that word online learning. Now we also want to include an unordered list, so UL, inside here as well. So as you can see, we have a list item 1, and this 1 will pertain to online learning. So we're going to get 1 online learning. Now inside that same one, we're going to have an unordered list that has all these links inside here. So inside this unordered list, we're going to have two list items, which are going to be unordered. So it's going to be LI, and we're going to write down the links. So it's going to use an anchor tag. So bracket A, href equals quotation mark, and let's do http :// www.google.com, close off the quotation mark, close off the anchor, and let's write in whatever is inside here. So http :// www.htmldog.com/ and we are good to go for that first list item. Let's go ahead and work on that second unordered list item, which would be this w3schools.com. Let's go ahead and add the anchor tag. So ahref equals quotation mark http :/ www.google.com quotation mark, close off that anchor tag, and then let's write in that link. So http :/ www.w3schools.com/ that's it. Alright, now we've finished up with this part first, this online learning. We finished that up. Let's go ahead and save that and see what we have looking so far. Control save. And there we go, we finished that one up, and now the number 2 is showing. So let's go and put stuff in number 2. So let's go back to this website over here and keep working on it. So let's access that second ordered list, which would be right here. Now we're going to give this a name of validators. Now inside here, we're going to give this an unordered list, so bracket UL. Inside this, we're going to have two list items. So LI, the first one will be a link as well, so href, so bracket A, href equals. Now what are we going to put inside here? We're going to put http :/ www.google.com, just so that all of these go to Google, and then close off that anchor tag. And now what are we going to do? We're going to put that website that it goes to, so http :/ www, put too many T's in here, p :/ validator.w3.org. So not big a deal if we misspell anything in there. This is just for a test website. So let's keep going. So another list item, should we say. So let's go down to this end of the list item. Let's put it over here. So LI bracket. Alright, another one, which will be another link. So href equals quotation mark http, again, google.com, :/ www.google.com. Close up that anchor tag, and let's write in that link we have in there. So http :/ www.jigsaw.org/css-validator/. And there we go. Now we finished up there. Now we can exit out of these links, and let's see if we have messed up on something or we have done it correctly. And there we go. We've done it correctly. We've made those two lists. One that's an ordered list, and inside that ordered list we have two unordered lists that all go to google.com. So if we click on these, they should go to google.com just like they do. And let's go on and finish this website because we are almost done. So let's go back to Comodo, exit out of this list tag, and let's work on this last heading. So it's going to be an H2. We're going to write additional information. Now we want to write a paragraph. Excuse me, not O's, P's. And right there we're going to write developed by colon, and then put your last name and first name in there. I'm going to put my name, so Bader Tamer. So let's uppercase all of that. And there we go. We just finished up our website. Let's go ahead and save that and look at our masterpiece. So let's go and view it in Google Chrome. And there we go. We have now created this entire web developer summer camp. I know it's nothing special, but when we get to CSS, which we're going to be doing in the next lesson, we're going to learn everything we need to know to make some super awesome looking websites. So if you're able to do this and now you understand basically 95% of how to do this, then you should be fine, and let's go on and move on to CSS. If you're still stuck on something or not understanding something, just go back into the previous lessons and listen to them again and watch them again. I'm sure you'll be able to get it. It shouldn't be too difficult, and if you're still having questions, make sure to just drop a question into the forums or in the discussion board, and I'll be sure to answer you back if you have any questions. So you guys finished up your first full-length website. Let's go ahead into the next lesson and learn about some CSS. So see you then.